Sagittarius, how are you doing, my cutie patootie looking all that so good? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So dear fellow fire sign Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading about you and your person, what's happening, feelings, actions towards you. The main challenge, I'm also going to be seeing what happened in the past, present situation, upcoming future. And we'll also close up with an advice and some love messages. Now, this is going to be love messages. Why did I say it like that? Love messages. Love messages. I can't. We just started Sagittarius, you know what I'm saying? I never dogged Drake, I never walked Wayne. All my labs meant F sick. If I did, I'm menage with him and lit my air like a cupcake. My Saggy fool, he just ate. I don't dock nobody but tape. Yeah, there was a setup for a punchline on a duct tape. Okay, so Sagittarius, this is gonna be basically, you know, this lunar eclipse that's gonna happen. Like the moon is gonna go black on during Virgo's birthday season. Basically, it's gonna be for the next week and a half or so. Okay, so let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you. Sagittarius, first and foremost, I want to thank you and welcome you into this space. Thank you so much for being here onto the channel, for bringing in your beautiful presence. And you know, do you remember that mofo that I was talking about that was like stealing my videos, and he created a TikTok account and accumulated like 31,000 followers? It's gone. Girl, it's gone. I got it all gone and banned because nobody comes and takes away my hard work. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So now, Sagittarius, I literally just did like 5 or 6 readings and I got to you and I'm like so loose because I cannot keep it so serious with you. Oh, I'm so excited. By the way, Sagittarius, what's gonna say? I love you so much. Okay, Page of Pentacles is the main energy and the challenge between you and this person. Brand new deck. D-I-C-K. I'm a movie, I should be on replay. I'm trying to F-U-C-K. You got pictures of my digits in this place. Okay, so your challenge here has to do a lot, and you're at the bottom of the deck as the Temperance. Stability, okay? Being very pragmatic, being very practical about this situation, okay? This is about coming up with an action plan. Page of Pentacles, Sagittarius, is not like a Page of Swords, Page of Wands. This is a very practical, based on an actual experience. So you probably are thinking about, how can I come up with an action plan that's going to actually like make me stable? And also if there is a relationship that I'm going to be working through, or if I'm attracting someone, or whatever your story might be, you want to be stable, okay? And that's something that we're going to find out when we clarify. Now, in the recent past, Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Cups, the Empress, and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could have been a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. There was this sense of happiness between you and this person. There was this sense of joy, you know, emotional availability. Everything was feeling good, looking good. Okay, the money was good. The situation was good. Maybe some of you were even had children with this person. Maybe you shared, you know, intimacy and produced, you know, a couple of babies out there. I don't know, but I feel like I'm seeing here motherhood with the Empress. We're gonna find out when we clarify. Now, in the present moment, Sagittarius, you have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So, in the present moment, there is this notion of almost wanting to give an opportunity to this person, or maybe there is a love offer that could be coming in your way from this person. But you know that there is a lot of struggles standing between you actually having a family with this person and giving them a second chance. Seven of Wands talks about competition, obstacles, difficulties, many things that actually present themselves to be as hurdles, right? And we're going to talk about this when we clarify. In the near future, Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Ow. You got to make a very important decision. Okay, in the near future, there is something here that you are not ignoring. I think that you're really kind of, I told the same thing to Aries too, like taking a lot of things into account, wanting to make sure that you're not setting up yourself for some sort of a heartache, breakup, separation, something painful that you want to really, you know, avoid, okay? And with the Temperance here, this is you. You want to harmonize the situation. You want to really see this whole story from a different perspective. And one of the things that I see here with the Seven of Cups, Sag, is you don't want to be treated as an option. You don't want to be someone that's like being, kind of either pushed on the curb or whatsoever. You're the main course. You're the main character. Okay, so let's get into your reading and clarify everything for you. So I'm going to clarify the main challenge, which is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so in the present moment, Sagittarius, remember when I was saying you want stability? You don't want to be treated as someone that's not chosen. You don't want to be treated as somebody that's actually, like an option. The reason why is because you really want to come up the neighbor. Is that a neighbor? I swear to God, that's the neighbor. Literally. Oh my gosh, he was wearing like a construction worker. Like this construction worker. It's a green, it's kind of looks like a green shirt. You know the neighbor story. He just went up. I think he had a pizza in his hand. I feel like he's like one of those people that, like they get like Bud Light, pizza, like cigarette, like, what I'm saying? Like with some working construction boots and just kind of like chilling, what I'm saying? So just come to the balcony. I can't. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. Oh, get the tea. Anyways, Sagittarius, this has to do a lot with you realizing and recognizing that you already have been hurt multiple times in the past with the Nine of Wands. You have been through a lot and you don't want to repeat the same patterns for sure. And I was talking to one of my best friends who is a Sagittarius lover so much, and like we were talking about different things, and like she knows a Sagittarius who just doesn't want to learn the lesson. Sometimes some people and some Sagittariuses, they like to play with fire and they learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like it's your wild nature, half horse, half human. Sometimes like if some of you just like are too curious, okay, and you just like really have learned so many lessons already, you've been through a lot, so you want to create this sense of stability for you because you don't want to be treated as an option, okay? And there is something about your future that you're wanting to really look forward to, so this has to do a lot with your own stability. Now, in the recent past, Sagittarius, Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Empress. So it looks like in the recent past there was a lot of happiness. Yeah, like I'm saying, some sassy shit. So Three of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Magician at the bottom of the deck in the Nine of Cups. So it looks like in the recent past, fulfillment, happiness, sharing things together, and just being very happy. But I'm gonna say one thing, it's not gonna resonate with everyone. I don't know if there was ever you heard, because what is the Eight of Wands? News. Three of Cups, if there was ever a third-party situation that you found out, maybe that made you to walk away. The Knight of Cups is clarified by the Five of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Like, what did I say? Okay, some of you found out something here and it kind of like made you to walk away and to disconnect from this person. I do see here, Sagittarius, you being very disappointed over the fact that something here didn't turn out the way that you anticipated. And for whatever reason, there was a lot of on and off connection with this person, especially with the Six of Cups. Just kind of like a lot of repetitive patterns, things just like not really working out the way that you anticipated, okay? And I see here stagnation with the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody here seemed to be very, very slow in terms of like moving towards you and wanting to really work things out with you. Let's talk about the Empress for you in the recent past. The Empress is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Chariot. Some of you also really did your best to work things out with this person, because I'm honestly getting a strong sense of your children. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be like for all of you like children, but there is this sense of like almost like this relationship, like you gave birth to it, you know what I'm saying? Like you really trusted it. You said to yourself, I'm gonna give it a shot and I'm gonna really wanna work this out with this person. And Two of Cups, like a strong sexual connection, duality, partnership here between you and this person. And I feel like that for many of you, it became very challenging to move on from this person. The Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. It's like you were wanting to really move this relationship with you. You wanted to go with this person. And because you are a strong visionary, because you are very dedicated, you have a great imaginary mind, Sagittarius. Like you tend to fantasize and bring those fantasies into reality. You know what I'm saying? And you really, really wanted to move forward with this person in the recent past. Okay, it's just because there was a lot of care and a lot of dedication with this person, especially with the Empress. Okay, I just remember something here, Sagittarius. When I was talking about my neighbor stuff, it just came to my mind. I gotta say this. I know, Sagittarius, you guys love to watch people. I've heard that from every Sagittarius in my life, from my ex, from friends, from ex-Sagittarius friends, from current Sagittarius friends. You guys like to sit and watch people, right? So that's why I'm like, you're so curious about my neighbor stuff, because you're like, you want to watch it through my eyes. But if I get any news, I'll tell you. But if he finds about me, I think he's gonna like it. Like, hey, yo, dude, I'm talking about you in the Sagittarius reading. Are you a Sagittarius? Hell yeah, bro. Whatever. So, Ace of Cups in the present moment, okay, the Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands. So it looks like that there is a possibility of someone here making an offer to you, and I feel like this is going to be that person. Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So, okay, so this person that's going to make an offer to you, this is what I'm clarifying here, specifically the Ace of Cups. There is a lot of uncertainty, okay, over the fact how you guys are going to move forward, because first of all, there is an unresolved conflict between you and this person. Like, how are you going to be able to be together and actually like create family, right, with the Ten of Pentacles? And this is the card of marriage, Four of Wands, when there is an unresolved conflict. When you and this person have not been able to actually negotiate and come into some sort of a realization what it is that you both of you need to really work on and move forward. Because if something here has been left alone and abandoned, and you guys have not been able to really work things out together, and there is a lot of unfinished conversations and business, and there is still a conflict going on, how are you guys going to have this new life together? This is the reason why, like, I see here you Sagittarius like wanting to take a break and wanting to take a step back, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're gonna get hurt again. In the present moment, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Hermit, the Hangman, and the Page of Wands. So for a lot of you Sagittarius, I strongly feel like here that this has to do a lot with you, like I said, taking a hiatus, taking a pause with the Hermit and wanting to go within yourself. Doing a lot of, introspection, in your mind, in your heart. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Three of Swords also, which is indicating you really want to understand this pain, that where is it coming from? Do I have any attachment to this person? Some of you are an empath. Some of you really, really have strong feelings towards this person. And I do strongly feel like here that a lot of you are also realizing this situation from a different perspective. The Hangman here is all about an indication of you recognizing this situation and seeing it from different lens of view. Maybe some of you are really recognizing that this person you dealt with, they had some sort of abandonment wounds, or something was just wrong in their childhood or whatever. And it's like, it's not all about you, you know what I'm saying? In a way that it's like, it wasn't just your fault. Like, this person might have grown up in a very dysfunctional family and they had a really hard time in like navigating through relationships. They might have also even felt the burden to their parents as well. So it's like you are really giving the benefit of the doubt, but you're giving the benefit of the doubt, Sagittarius, from like distance. Like, you're not wanting to really sabotage your own current goal, because there is something here you're creating for yourself. You're in the middle of creating some sort of an exit plan or something very profound for yourself, stability, and you don't want to sabotage that. Okay, so Four of Wands here in the present moment is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Death card, and the Devil. So for many of you, you want clarity, and I think that what you want clarity is that you really want to make sure that this person knows that they need to transform and they need to change before they can be with you. This is not about putting an end, okay? This is about transformation. The Death card, Scorpio energy, talks about metamorphosis, transformation. What is it that needs to really die? What is it that really needs to go away? Aquarius energy, there you go. Okay, the Star, some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. What is it that's got to go, that needs to change for you and this person to be together? Because the Devil here talks about, first of all, toxicity, toxic habits, drinking, smoking. Things are just not healthy, okay? And this is the reason why a lot of you are becoming very clear and you are speaking your truth, Sagittarius. You are a straight shooter like me. You speak your truth. Some saying some sassy shit. You don't gotta hold it back. And you held it back a few times in the past just because you thought that you don't want to make this person uncomfortable. For some of you, I know some of you are gonna say, that's not true, but I think it's just like you really like held it back. But maybe the volcano erupted. I don't know. I just do see here that you and this person really being at a breaking point where it's just like you're realizing right now you cannot hold it back anymore, and you got to tell them. You go and tell them. So in the near future, the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords, you're actually realizing that, look, if this person doesn't change anything here, if they constantly go back and forth with me, if they're like trying to play me, or they're not really being consistent with their decision in regards to being with me, then I'm gonna make a decision here to move forward because I wanna avoid this situation. You already have found yourself being in this place, Sagittarius, of being heartbroken and just getting like really disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles for you. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles in the near future. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so a lot of you are realizing that, you know what, here's the thing. First of all, the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that does not move an inch. And this is you in the near future, like pausing and reflecting and not moving forward, because this person is like going back and forth and on and off and on and off and on and off. And you're like, anybody got time for it? So in the near future, you're basically realizing that, you know what, even if it's gonna hurt, even if it's gonna be a difficult situation for me to disconnect, then I'm going to disconnect, okay? Maybe you already have children, I don't know. But the Six of Swords here on the body of water on a boat indicates transition, movement. And that transition might be a little bit painful. And I know this is not what everyone wants to hear. I'm not here to tell people what they want to hear. I'm here to tell what they need to hear. Some sassy shit. Because I'm the funny and the accurate and your most favorite Armenian guy. This is not an international pharmacy, dear Sagittarius. I've told this to other sign as well. Another sign, when they want quick fixes. Give me a quick fix. The neighbor is right out there. The neighbor is literally out there. He's on the phone. He's on the phone, bro, with his head backwards. He's probably solving the world's problems. I don't know. Good for him. Anyways, here is the thing, Sagittarius. This is not an international pharmacy where Advil and Tylenol is going to work for everyone. You know what I'm saying? This is the Renaissance Tarot. We talk about the real deal here. Okay, so if you consume too many tarot videos, which I kind of have a feeling, I feel like Sagittarius don't really get into too many tarot videos. That's just my intuition, honestly. You might watch it for fun or just to make a joke about a situation, whatever, but you're not really you just like the real deal. And for whatever reason, I feel like that a lot of you are really wanting to cut down on watching too many tarot videos because it's just getting so toxic, parasitic, right? So you want to make sure that you are really taking and applying the things that I am saying, or whoever you are coming across, that maybe someone else out there is giving you even better advice for you to really heal and move on even better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. I want to help people to really level up and to really change their lives. So here in the near future, even though this transition is going to be difficult, you're definitely going to be the one that's going to be you know what, I'm going to take a step back and I don't want to rush into it. Someone here seems to be very indecisive with you in the near future. So the Two of Pentacles here is clarified by the King of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like that in the near future, when you're actually detaching and you're saying, you know what, I'm transitioning, I'm moving forward, there is still going to be a lot of persistence from this person coming towards you with the Ace of Cups, Six of Wands. This is someone that seems to be really be in and out of your life, and they come into your life at a time when it's you almost are moved on and I'm done. And then they come and then they just kind of spark this curiosity within you and you just want to go back to it. You got to watch out, okay? And I'm going to clarify what the Three of Swords here is about, Sagittarius. So let's talk about the Three of Swords for you. So the Three of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the World. Right. So your decision to remain stable, confident, which is your challenge here, coming up with an exit plan, you really, Sagittarius, are determining what matters for you, because in the near future, you don't want to repeat the same cycle. You don't want to go around the same situation, because after the World comes what? Comes the Fool. And anything between the Fool and the World, all the major arcana events, which are representing our major events that take place in our lives, right? All the minor arcana, which is the minor events that take place, you don't want to repeat the same story, okay? You want to start from experience, not from scratch. So this is the reason why you're actually, whether you know it or not, you're definitely putting an end to this painful situation, something that's been very excruciating, something that's been very repetitive. You don't want to repeat that again and again and again. So for you, I see here you becoming very determined and really redefining what does stability means for you. Queen of Pentacles, house, home, successful career, sense of belonging, right? And that is what you're becoming very serious in the present moment, right? With the Page of Pentacles of coming out with this exit plan. Don't rush into running back into this person being very hasty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right? The Magician, because a lot of you are literally like creating and manifesting a brand new life for yourself, which is going to feel good, look good. So let's get the advice for you, Sagittarius. What is the advice for my Sagittariuses? So the advice, Sagittarius, you have the Justice, the Fool, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and then the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are also dealing with the Libra. So it has to do a lot with you realizing with the Justice, okay, the Fool, and the Four of Pentacles. What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? Okay, if you are realizing, which I believe many of you are realizing in the near future, that if there is a situation that's been very excruciating, debilitating, and repetitive, you can have a brand new beginning if you're holding, both of you are holding on to the old patterns, the old ways, the old toxicity, the devil shit here in the recent past, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that both of you are actually in an equal give and take exchange energy. And with the Libra energy here, the Justice, that someone here is being very consistent and very determined and decisive with what they want with this relationship, in this relationship with you, in order for both of you to have the new beginning. I was just talking about the Fool, which is the first card in Major Arcana, right? And this is talking about a brand new beginning. This is the first card in Major Arcana. This is the last one. Everything in between happens, all these events. So you gotta make sure, like I said earlier, this brand new beginning here, dear Sagittarius, has to do a lot with you. If you have been holding on to a version of this person that don't exist, you gotta let it go and let them know, hey, you're gonna need to actually be the version that is gonna be an equivalent match for me. Otherwise, you're not sitting here and wasting your time, okay? You got goals, you got pictures to post, and you got things to do. You know what I'm saying? Post, Vogue. So dear Sagittarius, I love you so much. And I sacrificed going live, so I did this pre-recorded once. I hope that this helped. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Love you. Bye.